Hi, welcome to Social Space. I'm Eric Croston, and hey, what's everybody's favorite movie, and why is it not Titanic?
Oh. Well, my favorite movie is Breaking Away.
Saving Private Ryan.
Schindler's List.
I'm not sure what mine is, but I know it's not Titanic because when things become popular, I have this weird thing where I don't want to do it.
Really?
I'm a contrarian. Jackie's like, yeah, I know. To my left, we haven't seen her for a month. Jackie Hager, Jackie's backy.
Jackie's backy, thank you.
You've been, like I said, you're normally out working, but you took a vacation for once.
Well, you guys had that football guy show, so I wasn't allowed on that one.
No.
But it was good. It was a great show.
Testosterone
Really
only.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I saw some great pictures of you and your daughter paragliding or whatever.
We did. We parasailed.
Parasailing, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
To your left, he's been here all month. Andrew Bell.
Yes. Good
And
to
remember,
see you.
so Jackie wants to do an all-gal show, so you and I are going to have a week off someday.
I bet Katie would do an all-girl show with me.
Yeah, it should be awesome. Yeah, it should be real great. We can do about physical fitness or something like that. Or
Anything.
Or cross-training or something.
Yep.
And to my right, Roby Christie. Here,
Yay! Woo!
Modern Hell 100. Roby, but right before we get into your interview, I just have to thank our sponsors real quick. That's KAEZ, Channel 6, 10:35 Sunday nights. I know you told me that was past your bedtime early, but we are, I'll find out if we're still number one, I'm assuming. Our other partners, News Talk 1290, we air there, the audio version. That's part of Town Square Media. That's Saturdays at 10 a.m. And then Impact Signs at Falls Truck Center. They're our third sponsor. And then we have one of our newest sponsors. Who dat, Jackie?
This would be Drinking Clink, so thank you to Brenna. She makes our classic M&M cakes that we give our guests that come to the show.
Really cool.
She's really good too, and they taste as good as they look.
Yeah, I bet they taste good. Well, no, they look good too. Yeah, you're right. The way you said it. So yeah, come be a guest on our show, and even if you don't like us, you get to walk away with one of these cakes. Yep. So there you go. Roby, okay, so we know everyone's familiar with Hotter Than Hell 100, you know. Can you give us a little quick history about how this iconic race started in Wichita
Well, it
Falls?
started...
And how you got involved also.
Okay, well, it started in 1982. Wichita Falls was going to celebrate its 100th birthday, and the Chamber of Commerce was busy working hard to come up with activities for that celebration, and they had a consulting firm that was going to advise them on how to have a kickoff event for the centennial. I was asked to be in charge of a kickoff event. I got the A kickoff event. The consulting firm had their own idea of what was going to happen as a kickoff event. Well, I met with them, and they said, so here's our book. It was a ring binder, and it was 1,000 pages about how to do a rocking chair marathon. I said,
oh my goodness. Wait a minute, did you just say a rocking chair marathon?
Rocking chair marathon.
That is so
And I said, well, we're not doing that. I've talked to our bicycle club. We're planning a bicycle ride, 100 miles in 100 degrees to celebrate this 100th birthday. And they said, well, you're crazy. I said, probably.
Not as crazy as a rocking chair.
Yeah.
But the whole spirit of the event, rocking chairs were not important to the people that settled this part of the world.
Yeah.
They were tough people, ready to go out and do hard things. And Hotter Than Hell 100, straight off the bat, was termed by a lot of cyclists as that killer event. We had never even had an event, but people would say, we want to come to that killer event.
Yeah.
And so there we were.
That's cool.
That's a great story.
So Roby, from your perspective, like how has the race changed over the years? And
Well, the first year, it was all about trying to make sure everybody knew cycling was strong in Texas, but we wanted to inform people. So every rider that first year had a passport, and they would put we took their pictures, and the passport was full of historical sites along the entire 100-mile route. And when they got to a rest stop, they had to get their passport stamped. As if they were traveling from country to country.
Yep.
And so that first year was really introductory for Wichita Falls to cycling, and cycling to Wichita Falls and the surrounding communities.
Yep.
And it was a ride. And now it has just grown on out to, now we have off-road events, running events, and people come here for any or all of those.
Yeah.
So it was a laid-back first year for the riders. We were scared to death, but it was a great year. And now Bicycling Magazine, Outside Magazine, they all rate us as first, or at least within the top 5, when they only say, well, the 5 best rides in the United States are. Well, we're one of those. And,
That's incredible.
and so we're known for having a superlative event because our community really comes in to support us.
Yes.
I'm not so sure we'd have 5 versions of a rocking chair.
No.
today.
Hey, by the way, were the bicycles that first year the one with the big front wheel and the
Yeah.
small back wheel? Did it?
Yeah, safety cycles, and I don't know how that came up because they were dangerous.
No kidding.
But,
I remember that. Roby, can you think of a story back in all of the years of the Hot or Hell that kind of resonates in your
Well,
mind?
You know, most of my time, since the very beginning at Hot or Hell, I've been close to the start or finish.
Okay.
And nowadays, there are lots of starts and lots of finishes because there are so many events, and I'm involved with tearing things down and putting them back together again. So my best memories are from the start. And part of our history was that the Renegades, they were mountain men, had black powder rifles and cannons and things. They were with us the first year, and they provided a cannon for that event.
Okay.
Well, the gentleman that really was iconic for them was Tree Wood. He was pushing 7 feet tall. He wore his
His
leather.
name, wait a minute, stop. His name was Tree Wood?
Tree Wood.
Dude, we have got to Google Tree.
He was huge.
My name's Hay Grass.
He was a huge man, gentle as he could be, and but a huge man. And he brought the cannon. He didn't own the cannon, but he had a friend who had made it in shop class, and in the Wichita Falls School District. So, but it was a big cannon. It was the model of a mountain howitzer, and each year, a member of the base commander at Shepherd, or someone from Shepherd, they pull the string to fire that cannon.
That's
It's an
cool.
important part of the day.
It's fun.
And so that's all set, been loaded up with more powder than probably was safe to do. And we're standing for the prayer, the national anthem, and then the cannon blast. The cannon blast is really important to the whole morning. It just gets everybody excited.
It really does.
And
Yeah.
the general pulled the string on the cannon so it would explode and blow that out. It didn't go off.
Oh, no.
And he pulled it again, didn't go off. Pulled it again. And we're working against split seconds. So we hit 7:05 on the clock. And the jets are coming our way, and it's got to happen. And so finally, after 3 or 4 pulls, Tree says, calling to one of his friends, "Throw me that hatchet." So they chuck a hatchet at him. He catches it, and he spins it around. He's standing in front of the axle next to the front of the cannon. He comes down and smacks that firing pin, and it explodes, and he disappears in smoke and fire. Literally.
Tree
a
Wood
ring of-
did.
Tree Wood caught on fire.
And I was really worried about him. I got up there, I said, "Tree, are you okay?" He said,
I couldn't hear
Roby,
it.
as many times as I've discussed the Hot or Hell with you,
never
I
heard that
learned
story.
something every time.
Well, it was an awesome experience.
That
I
must
couldn't
have been
believe
so
the
cool to
hatchet
see.
chuck
Yeah, and he caught it.
and the catch. It was
We've got to recreate that. Can we, let's
Yeah,
get Matt on
yeah,
that. We're gonna have this done by
yes.
Friday. Rook, we are real short on time for your segment, Roby, but real quick, what's the history behind the name of the race? Can you
Well, we really wanted to go with the hot, and
Sure.
as we were going through one of our meetings where we were trying to decide what kind of event we were going to do, one of the people said, "Well, so when is this going to be?" I said, "It's going to be August," and they said, "Well, it's going to be hotter than hell." And pow, everybody said, "Holy smokes, that's got to be the name." I said, "I don't know. It's the Bible Belt." But the name has been very important to our event.
Yes.
People like that, the sense that they have almost gone to Death Valley.
Yeah.
visited and came home alive.
Yeah, it's a cool name too.
Yeah.
It's really
Golly,
cool.
Roby, just like we were saying before we started, we could sit here and probably do 2 hours with you.
Yes.
But we are going to get our other guest on here now. We got Chip Filer to come up to tell us a little
Yes.
bit more about it, and then Katie Britt from the Chamber, who started the event there.
And Roby,
way back
before
when.
you leave, just thank you so much for everything you do
Yeah.
for the city and bringing this and keeping this moving along every year. I know the city loves you and respects you, so thank you so much.
Well, I am a thankful participant in
Yeah.
this community. It's a great place to live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Roby. We're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back with Chip Filer.
Four incredible radio stations. That's who we are. We are Town Square Media, and we bring the best of radio to the North Texas area. Wake up early with News Talk 1290. That's us. How about Kelly Raspberry on 92.9 NIN? Yep, that's us. Bringing you the best of country with 102.3 The Bull. That's us. And rocking it all day long with 106.3 The Buzz. That's us. We are Town Square Media, and we're proud to be a sponsor of the Social Space.
Hi, welcome back to the Social Space. We are carrying on with the Hotter Than Hell 100 edition. I do one of these every year. Eric, Jackie, Andrew, and now to my right, Chip Filer. Hey,
Thank you. Thank you.
you have something to do with Hotter Than Hell?
A little bit. A little bit.
And I did point it out before, earlier. I mean, y'all seen it on the wide shot. We've got all the swag here,
Swag.
and I have been told that I get to keep one of these hats. Anytime someone gives us a gift here on the show, I say, other guests.
Remember that.
And remember that. we like guests here.
Yeah, don't forget.
Chip, I know we kind of got a little bit of that information in the first segment, but how long have we had this race? How long has it been
Oh,
in
it
existence?
started back in 1981.
And how'd you get involved?
Well, I moved to town in 1988 with AC Sparkplug,
Ah, I did not
and
know
I got
that.
recruited to the steering committee by Roby in 1989, and so I volunteered with the steering committee on first the road group and then the rest stop group, and then when we closed the plant out there and I retired, Roby said, "Didn't you want to be executive director?" And I said, "Well, kind of like that." And so I took over in January 1st of 2008.
Nice.
That's
and
awesome.
just loving it.
Yeah.
Loving it. Yeah, the first 37 years, that was work. This is fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
a lot
gosh.
of fun.
We have the greatest steering committee, greatest group of people, and the city just supports us. We tell people, or I do anyway, that this ride belongs to Wichita Falls and
Yeah.
Wichita County.
Yeah.
Doesn't belong to us.
Yeah. So Chip, there's many different races around the United States. What makes this one stand out?
Number one, it's hotter than hell. This ride lives up to that every year. But probably the thing that stands out more than anything else is you cannot go to another ride in the United States and have the rest stops that we have here.
Uh-huh.
We are known around the industry for the rest stops and the quality. And that again, shows that it is part of the community.
Yeah.
Because it's all volunteers that do the rest stops.
Yeah.
You know, we have about 3,900 volunteer T-shirts that we hand out every year. And that's 3,900. Yeah, that's the gray one. Those are the volunteers this year. So that's just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't do it without the volunteers.
Yeah,
and
there's no way.
we couldn't do it without the city and the county and the hospital. I mean, it's the community that makes it go.
Absolutely.
That's what's different.
Yes.
Because if you go down to Dallas to a ride, everything's paid for. You pay $100, and they pay the police to take care of the corners. And here, it belongs to the community. The community takes care of those things.
Got it. So kind of walk us through what the whole weekend looks like.
Oh goodness. Well, let's start on Thursday.
Yes.
Because the consumer show starts on Thursday. We bring the vendors in, and they get set up, and then at 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon, we open up the consumer show,
Okay.
And that goes till about 8 o'clock at night. And that's kind of a dry run for the vendors. Gives
Okay.
them a chance to make sure that their cash registers work and that their people that are manning their booths know what they got and what it's going to cost and things like that. And then registration opens at 4 o'clock. So people can
Okay.
come in and pick up their bib numbers and go get their packets and stuff. Then we kind of take a pause and come back on Friday, and the consumer show and registration open up again at consumer show at 1 o'clock and registration at 2 o'clock. And that registration goes to 10 at night, the consumer show till 9 at night.
Okay.
And then later on, maybe a little bit earlier than that, I'd say, the mountain bike races start over at the Ag Center.
Okay.
And we have everything from beginners to Pro 1-2s racing that.
Really
So
cool.
it's that. Then on Friday night, we have the USAC Criterium races. And this year, it's going to not be over at Impact, but it's going to be on 7th, 8th, and 9th Street, all the way from Lamar up to Bluff. And that's going to be great.
I love the crits.
Oh, you're going to love it. What we really want is we want people to come down and watch the crits. That is a spectator sport because those riders in a pack of anywhere from 20 to 40 people will take those right-hand corners at 30 miles an hour.
They're
Ay,
Wow.
ay, ay.
It is just amazing. Then you get up Saturday morning, and Saturday morning the endurance ride starts downtown.
Okay.
And people say, we say it's 7:05, but it is actually official sunrise because that's when the jets can fly over.
Oh.
Got
So
it.
we do the start line with the jets, and as Roby was talking about, the cannon. Okay? So that goes all day long. And then that night, Saturday night, if you're really interested in riding in the dirt, we have the gravel grind. And that starts at 7:05 p.m. And that's primarily out in Clay County. Okay? But you can ride a 28-mile course or you can ride a 67-mile course.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
Then you get up on Sunday morning, and if you still got anything left in you, you can run a half marathon.
I'm exhausted.
And if you
Are
race
y'all
the-
exhausted?
I do the 0.5K.
Yeah, if you race the mountain bike race on Friday, and you rode the 100-mile endurance ride on Saturday, and you rode the 67-mile gravel grind on Saturday night, and then you ran the half marathon on Sunday morning, you just made it through the Sasquatch.
Wow.
Oh, that's what that's
Wow.
called.
And you get
And
Is
we
there a
have special
prize
award.
for
Oh, yes,
Sasquatch?
there are. Yeah, there are. There's also the triple threat, and that's the mountain bike race, the endurance
Yes.
ride, and then the half marathon. So
Ay,
those
ay,
are
ay.
fun combinations. We call them multi-events. Some people call them multi-stupid events, but it's not. It's the people that do those are real, true athletes.
Sure.
Andrew,
yeah.
that's what makes this race so special.
Yeah.
That adds to
Now,
it.
now, what we missed is that on Saturday there's also the USAC road races. Now, those are everything from Cat 5 to Cat 1 and Pros that race on a different course from the endurance ride courses. And they ride either 100K or 135K. And so we keep those separate so that we don't have problems with people getting hurt.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, downtown here, right out here on Ohio Street, is the Sunday Criterium race.
Yeah.
And that, again, we really want people to come down and watch that. It is a spectator event. And come on down and shop at the same time because there's a bunch of stores that are going to be open.
Yeah, I'll be spectating from my window.
I have another question
Yeah.
for you, Chip. Have you ever met anybody that's done 100 miles in flip-flops?
Yes, we have.
You have?
Yes, we have.
His dad.
As a matter of fact, we've also met somebody that did 100 miles in blue jeans, a cowboy hat, and cowboy boots.
It might have been the same
I'll say,
person.
how about leopard tights?
And I think he did it like 3 years in a row.
So, Chip, if there are any families out there that just want to join and sign up here as we get closer for the fun and the pleasure, where do they go to sign up?
They can go to our website to get the registration link.
Okay.
And that's hh100.org.
Easy
And
enough.
right on there, there's a registration link that'll take you over to Bike Reg. If you want to go straight to Bike Reg, it's bikereg.com/52818. And that'll take you right to all of the event registrations for the weekend.
HH100.org.
Yeah.
And just in case you guys missed some of the stuff right here, we've got a one-piece bathing suit.
That's a onesie.
That's not a bathing. Oh, okay. And do you know what hat you think? Do you know what hat you think I'm going to choose?
I do.
I'm going to choose. This is the one.
Yeah.
I did not pick that one.
Right
There you
there.
go.
Okay, now you get to pick a hat.
Hey!
That was it.
He's already got it.
No, pick one, Andrew. And by the way, Jackie, I did notice you're matching the chair behind you today.
I'll go
I
camo.
am.
Yes. All right. We don't have any more time for you,
That's
Chip.
right.
Anything else we missed at all? And thank you so much. Thank you for this.
Yes.
I think we got pretty much everything that's going on.
Gosh,
Okay.
what a joy to have you as well. It's so fun. 2 great guests.
It's a ball.
We're so excited about the Hot or
I
Home.
appreciate it.
So glad
Yes.
it's
And we
coming up.
really appreciate getting the information out to the community.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, the community supports it, and during Saturday, all of our volunteers are out on the route and they're tied up, but we want them to know, come on down Friday night, come on down Sunday,
Yeah.
enjoy the downtown and enjoy the criterium races.
It is a fun time to be downtown on the
It
100
really
bus.
is.
Well, Chip, thank you so much for being here. We're going to take another short break. We're going to have Katie, 6 out of 10
Yes.
Britt here, and she's going to tell us a little about some things going on with the chamber. There you go. We'll be right back. Thanks, Chip.
Thank you.
We don't like 102-degree weather, but we're climbing the ladder. We don't prefer hanging out in the crawl space, but we're down there chasing the lead. And we don't like when your AC has problems, but we like to fix them. Just remember, if you need us, we're there. James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing.
At 4-Star Chevrolet in Henrietta, the Chevy Open Road is the sale that opens the door for you to get that 2022 Silverado 1500 truck you've always wanted, with no payments for 90 days and a low 2.89% APR when you finance through GM Financial. Maybe you need more of a family vehicle, and the Chevy Open Road offers no payment for 90 days on the 2022 Equinox as well, with 0% APR when you finance through GM Financial. Order it for no additional cost. Make the switch like I did.
Experience commitment here at 4 Stars Auto.
Hi, welcome back to the Social Space Hotter Than Hell 100 edition. Now we've got Jackie, we got Andrew, Eric over here. Now Katie Britt, 6 out of 10. Woo! Although we're in dispute of whether this is her 6th or 7th appearance, but her nickname is 6 out of 10. Now you're not here to talk about Hotter Than Hell 100, but the chamber did start it, and you can thank the old chamber for not making it the rocking chair.
Yes.
But what are we here to talk about, Katie? What's going on? You lost your leader.
Yeah,
We ran him out of town?
We kicked Henry to the curb.
Yeah. See you later, punk sucker.
And we were tired of his Oreo jokes. We were just tired of his shenanigans around the office. So we
Did she say
decided
shenanigans in an interesting way?
it's time for a whole new regime. And I just want to let everybody know that we're still going strong. The chamber is still doing everything that we were doing before Henry let us know he was leaving. We do have we're going to rework his morning video and just something a little different.
That'll be cool.
And include the staff. We're working on a new backdrop and just a whole new set for that. We've got new staff members that we're celebrating. We got Maria Jaimez, who's our new talent partnership director, Ryan McGowan, and Luke Draper.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Oh, I didn't know Luke was
Awesome.
part of the
Great.
Yeah, he
team.
just started
Oh,
over
cool.
there. Hey, will you work into that new show, you and your sister-in-law with the tiny hands again? I missed that.
Well, I would love to incorporate that because that was so much fun to do, Tiny Hands. And
Just love
it gave
that.
us something to giggle about. Wow.
I don't know why
But we
I like
want to
it
make
so
it, it's not the Henry show.
Yeah.
It's going to be, it's not the Katie show. It'll be all of us. So we'll all be
That's
on there,
awesome.
talk about membership, talk about what's going on, and just get the scoop out and maybe interview some members. I mean, we're just still working it. It's going to grow and it's going to evolve into something new.
Yeah.
And we'll just run it once a week. So we're excited about it, and we're thankful that Richard Gordon had come on as our interim just to kind of lead the helm until we find the permanent replacement.
That's great.
So tell us a little bit of like Richard's background and stuff like that.
Sure. Richard comes from the city of Burke Burnett. He did retire, and he was gracious enough to accept this role. Just he came right back out of retirement just to help us out. So we're real thankful that he's giving us his his free time,
Sure, yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So.
I always encourage anyone who's not visited the new chamber office. It's down on Main Street. You need to go look at it. It's such a great office.
Oh, the inside, the sign
Oh,
outside, the burn shop
yes.
made,
Yeah.
everything.
It's
Very
just
cool.
so cool.
Yeah.
And that's the way a chamber should be. So,
Vibrant, open,
Yes.
and exciting. So.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, gosh, what else, Katie? We just kind of have a little bit of time here. What
I have another horse that's going to be unveiled soon
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
for
great.
Falls Home Health.
Is this
That would be number 4.
4?
And I have
Wow.
one more baby horse in the works. And people are still asking me to do more, but I can't. I just don't have the time.
Takes so
I'm
much of your
sorry.
time.
I love your face painting. And every time you do a TikTok or throw something on your face painting, it just makes me giggle and laugh. So
Well,
don't stop doing that.
I love doing that.
Yeah.
I actually had a little time over the weekend. I think I made like 15 different TikToks on 2 different looks. So I'll be posting those throughout the week. So those are fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've seen that. Well, Katie, I guess your overall message was the chamber's going to keep on keeping on.
Yep.
Should go by there if y'all need them. It's a great place if you're a new business. Join the chamber, man. All those mixers, business after hours, Wake Up Wichita Falls. Those are a great way to meet people.
And it's
here in
right
town.
across from 8th Street Coffee, and
Yeah.
so you can go visit the chamber and go across the street. It's a
Well, if
great.
you're into geocaching, our mural is part of a geocache.
Really?
So check it out, get the app, and do that. So
Well,
that's
I
fun.
still think
That mural's
you're
great.
across the street from one of the coolest offices in town. Don't you think, Andrew?
I agree.
Oh, the furniture shop. They're leaving.
Wilson Office Supply. It's a cool shop.
Well, it's short but sweet. We always love seeing you, and we're going to have you back on soon for a little bit longer of a segment here in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
But that's been the show. Great
What
show.
a great
Glad to have you back,
show.
Jackie.
I'm
And,
coming for you, Jana.
oh yeah, she's coming for you.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah. I forgot to let you talk some mess. Whatever. I saw y'all hanging out this weekend. Y'all are friends. All right. We'll see you next week.